actually embarrassed. If you can welcome to the stage with all the enthusiasm and joy that you have in your hearts, the fantastic Mr. James Acaster, all the way!
I dressed in a hurry this morning, and I put a coat on and I've had it on all day, and I've only just because it's cold in here, I've only just taken the coat off and didn't realise I'm suffering from severe wonky collar, which looks ridiculous. So I'm going to bring the collar out now so that I've already addressed it. So if any of you were going to be like, oh, you got a shit collar. Picture to the post. So I'm aware of the collar, so don't think you can fuck me up. So straight out the gates. Also, if any of you on the front seat, I'm also wearing Days of the Week socks, but I've got the wrong day on. But that's deliberate, because I want my socks to remember who's in charge. So, plus it's the closest I'll ever get to time travel. Yeah, everyone else has got a case of the Monday morning blues, not Acaster, it's the weekend, from the ankles down. It's been fun. I've not been getting on with the swimming in the sea thing at all. I'm not very adventurous, like, I've only ever used one side of a cheese grater. I've got no idea what the other three sides do, I'll be honest. And I know I'm not the only one in this room either, because you all know exactly what side I'm talking about. You know? Big holes! No time for small holes and tiny holes. Because small holes, that is the roughest side I have ever seen of anything. I'm going nowhere near it. That is rows of tiny spikes. The only time I'm going to use that is in self-defence. And then you've got to wash it as well. I don't know how you negotiate that. How you wash something that is rougher than your own scouring pad. Some of you might have used small holes, some of you may have even used tiny holes if you zest a lemon, that's your own business. But like, I refuse to believe that anyone in this room has ever used the side of the three curvy slits in it, which apparently is for slicing cheese. Is it for slicing cheese? Yeah, so one person said yeah. Who said yeah there? Oh, someone in the kitchen, that's fair enough. You literally there going, we'll see about this. That's a slicer. Not laughing. Yeah, it's impossible. Do you ever use it for slicing cheese in the kitchen?
My kids like it.
Your kids like it? Children who are more advanced than I am. Your kids use it to slice cheese. They like it as well. I've never known anyone to enjoy a cheese grater. Huh?
They like parmesan done.
They like parmesan done?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, who are your kids? That's amazing. I was just cramming Dairy into my nose. You know, Mother, this needs some parmesan on it, and you better use the side with the three curvy slits. Don't give me that shit from big holes. I'm not an idiot. Oh, that's amazing. What do they have parmesan on? Because that is how uneducated I am in the world. I'm the only one in this room thinking, when would you ever use parmesan? What else is going on? There's quite a few dishes to use on actually. Is it parmesan shavings from that side then?
It is, and it goes on pasta.
It goes on pasta. This is good. This is the opposite of what I had in Brighton, which was a girl on the front row going, why would you grate cheese? Very. And they're supposed to be open-minded in Brighton, not when it comes to that. Oh, it's got darker in here. That's fun, isn't it? Unless if you're going to get ribbed. Oh, congratulations. It's been a fun time. We went to France. I went to Paris a couple of days ago. I haven't told anyone this on stage yet, but I'll tell you because it's a hometown gig. We went shopping, and I'm not nostalgic for shopping in England, so I really like going shopping and using the trolleys, and then you get to use the trolley pound. You get to put your pound in and give it a little ride around the shop, and then pick it up. Well done. Put it It's the only time you use money, and then you get the same coin back as well at the end of it. I like to think every time you put the trolley pound back in your wallet, the other coins are really surprised to see it again. No, I just went travelling. I went on Asda. It blew my mind. 50p, where have you been? Swimming? Everyone gets that. In Darlington, the lady came up to me after that, after a gig, and she went, round here, it's £1 for the swimming lockers. That joke doesn't make sense. As long as you're comfortable with the idea of talking money, that's fine. But we were shopping, and we were in Paris in the morning, and Josie went into like a Euro shop, I guess it was a really cheap shop, and that's not saying anything about her. I refused to go in, and I was standing outside, and there's me, and I don't speak any French. Josie's actually quite good, she's very modest, but she's very good and got us through a lot of scrapes, and I was relying on her the whole time I was there, and I was standing outside the shop, and it was me and a massive dog that had been left outside. It was about the size of a man, but it was really fluffy, and we were just kind of hanging out together outside and it had been tied up. And everyone in France, not everyone in France, but everyone, it took a long time, this story. There's a lot of characters in it. but look forward to Depardeur and other French celebrities I can't think of. Zidane and Asterix. It was me and the dog, and everyone who came past and saw the dog would give the dog a little stroke. And then I guess the custom in Paris is that if you stroke a dog, you've then got to make a comment to the person standing nearest the dog. I think that's the law. Because everyone who did it would turn to me and be like, no, I don't know French, so it's like probably English for, pretty cool dog. And I would go, yes, I'd say oui, I knew that in French. I'd go oui, nod, and then walk away. I was carrying on doing it. I had to match their level of enthusiasm. And one guy came along, and he really loved it, and he really gave the dog a good stroke, and he looked at me as like, yeah, this dog is brilliant. And I was going, yes, it is. And then everyone walking past looked at us both in a disgusted manner. And one lady stopped and gave us a bollocking. Now, in my head I was like, he did not say that dog was brilliant. I'm pretty sure he said, you and me should fuck this dog. Pretty much what your mind goes to immediately, like, I know I just do. And when she was bollocking us, I was like, right, I'm basically just quite proudly in the street going, yeah, this is a brilliant idea. And she is now quite rightfully going, you shouldn't do that, that is someone else's dog. You have no right to fuck it at all, either of you. And he was really like, as if we were getting bollocked, he was just proper like, like that, and just doing this and looking at me, because obviously, if he goes around saying that shit to people, I'd imagine most people turn him down just straight away. He's got a lot of confidence behind him this time, because he's had a like-minded individual. She doesn't understand me and you. And I was trying very hard to act like the bollocking was putting me off the idea, and it was making me reconsider. I was like, I'm going, oh no, maybe we shouldn't fucking. I'm really into enthusiasm. I used to excitement. I used to work in a kitchen quite a while ago, and when I was working there, the most exciting thing that ever happened was my colleague John. He found an onion ring that looked a little bit like a donut. We never reached those dizzy heights again. I mean, but the thing about it was, he loved it so much, he kept it in an ice cream tub and put it in the freezer for 2.5 months, and we would use it to play pranks on the newbies. So the prank was, we would pretend that John had a donut. He didn't have a donut. A really big onion ring. Well, I've got a skill now, thanks to this prank. I've actually got a talent, because every time he went to get the onion ring, he'd look at me and he'd go, play along. Now, I'm playing along with this prank. My role is to react to something as if it is a donut, which is not as easy as it sounds. You might be going, oh, piece of piss. No, none of this panto stuff. You've really got to be good at it. I don't go, oh yeah, that's definitely a donut. That gives it away immediately. I can react to any donut in the world now. There's a lot of different varieties. You name a donut, I can... What's your favourite donut? On the front there. Jam donut. It's a jam donut. What's it got? Sugar on it? Lots of sugar. Okay. That's interesting. Where's the line for how much sugar and then it's not your favourite anymore? There's what be lots of it. Until you can't see the donut anymore. Hard man to please. I remember when you come around my house and we get a donut caked in sugar. Right. This is jam donut for you. Ready? Okay. Jam donut. A little subtle look at the lips, because not too much, don't want to be a cliche, right, but just enough. Going for convincing, not originality. Right. What's your favourite donut, Don Scott?
It would be a chocolate custard one.
A chocolate custard one? Okay. Covered in chocolate, or a chocolate, the donut dough itself is chocolate?
The one side chocolate, the other side plain.
One side chocolate, the other side plain, custard in the middle. Coming right up. There's eyebrow. Point of interest with this one actually. Raised eyebrow, that's really just if it was a chocolate covered donut and there was nothing in it, it'd be the same face because you can't tell that there's custard inside it. If it wasn't covered in chocolate, you'd be back to jam donut again. And you'd be doing that face because it'd look the same as that. For any of you go showing off at parties and making dicks of yourselves. Let's have a difficult one. Someone shout out a hard one. Glaze. Who's that? You. Oh, hello. How are you? Yeah, good mate. Pretty good. Do that all over the country. Basically, if you're friendly enough, they think they must have met you once and they don't want to be embarrassed. Glazed one. Okay, there you go. What is it a Krispy Kreme one? Yeah, obviously. You said that as if, like, of course it is, you dick. It's like, oh. Really, that's just the name. You just go in Krispy Kreme and then you just do acting impressed. It's like someone's got Nike trainers. But they're like, oh, very nice. Everyone's like, just good to appear like a Philistine, you know. What we're going to do now, I'm going to react to a donut, and you've got to tell me what donut I'm reacting to. None of the ones we've done so far. Okay, so it's not going to be that easy. You just shout out what you think it is.
Apple.
Yep. It's incredible. Who did that? Who was that?
Me.
Well done. How did you even know?
Because that's what I look like when I get an apple donut.
Bloody hell, you've actually got logic behind it. That is amazing. Very good. And you picked up on the subtleties. That's amazing. Two girls there really annoyed that they lost that game. Look at that. Well, this is bullshit. She jumped in before the rest of us. Where are you going?
Let's have a wee. Is
Let's
it
have
this
a
way,
wee.
do you know?
Huh?
Is it this way, do you know?
Is it that way? Oh. I actually do know the way. Whether you're not, you're going to find out.
Why did you bring your tablet?
It's just through there.
Really?
Josie's directing them. Thanks very much. Fair enough. They'll be back in a minute. I'll be fine, won't it? Have they left anything behind?
I've got their drinks.
You got their drinks? Not anymore. Come on.
Thank you.
Now, when they come back, we'll have lines. They're going to kick off, obviously, that their drinks are any of us would do the same. When that happens, when you hear, oh, our drinks, right, you shout, did you have them when you came in? Man in the grey jumper, you say, where was the last place you saw them? And the man sitting on the floor, say, I've already drunk them, you're never going to get them back. While we're waiting for them, I'll tell you a story about a band I was in, and then when they come back, it will kick off. I used to be a band that we played quite a lot in Northampton. It's me and my friend Graham, and Graham is about that big, looks like Ben Stiller, or Stifler from American Pie, or Peter Crouch. Everyone looks at Graham and sees a different person. It's like an inkblot test. And we're in this band together, it's just me and him, and if I want to describe the kind of band we were in, I'll tell you that once I did a cowbell solo. I did a cowbell solo for so long that an audience member threw their shoe at Graham. That is properly angry. That is, I hate you so much, I'm going to hurt the ones you love. So, on the way home in the car, we're trying to figure out why they're throwing it at Graham and not me. And the only thing we could come up with is they must have thought the cowbell solo was like a really long introduction to the song, and that he had missed his cue. Damn it, he can't do it all on his own! We knew we were going to split up, right, when, I think a few people here have been in bands before. Who's been in a band? One person coughed.
Somebody's got their.
Were you in a band? From the cough, were you a beatboxer? You weren't a beatboxer. What did you do in the band? Guitar. What was your band called?
INH.
INH. Oh, it stood for something. Can we guess what it stood for? It stands for Intergalactic Nympho Horses. It didn't, because that was my band. I'm just going to give you all the heads up, but here comes fun. I knew that our band was going to split up, right? We had a gig in Stockport, and we went all the way there, and there was 2 audience members. There's 2 girls in pink puffer jackets were sitting there, and that was it. And me and Graham and the support actors, a guy called Tony Sims, about 45 years old, looked like He-Man, dressed in denim. And they got us in the corner, and this promoter did, and he said, look guys, if you want, we can pull this gig. Like, we don't have to go ahead with it. And me and Graham said we would definitely like to pull the gig, actually, because as a rule, girls in pink puffer jackets are not big fans of the cowbell. Tony Sims wasn't having any of it. He jumped in, he went, whoa, whoa, whoa. Guys, we are not pulling this gig. We said, why? And he really hadn't thought that far ahead in his argument. And so we had to come up with something on the spot. So we just went, because what if Paul Weller walks in? So does Paul Weller live in Stockport? His reaction to this was, Paul Weller lives wherever the fuck he wants to live. It wasn't true. Like, don't get worried, there's not free reign of your homes, Paul Weller. He's not been walking in and helping himself to yogurts and just sitting on the sofa, call the cops, they can't touch me, I'm like Town Called Mouse. But the gig went ahead. Seeing Tony Sims, oh hold on, 2 people got their hands up at the back. We'll deal with this in a minute. I'll just tell this story and then I'll deal with any questions afterwards. I can't imagine what you could want. Seeing Tony Sims perform to these 2 girls is the bleakest thing I've ever witnessed, right? It was halfway through Say a Little Prayer, and then the whole audience, right, both of them, got up, went to the bar and started ordering drinks, so now he's performing to fuck all. And like, instead of like ignoring it, he works it into his song, so he just goes, I say a little prayer for you. Barman? Those drinks are on me. And as he goes to strum back into the song, the barman just goes, we'll come down here and pay for them. Mid-song, Long, Tony Sims puts down his guitar, walks to the bar and starts paying for 2 overpriced Bacardi Breezes while the girls he's buying them for zip up their coats and go to leave. And while I'm watching this, I just thought, my God, I hope Paul Weller walks in now. Also, what's the matter at the back? Put their hands up.
Do you have our drinks?
Do I have your drinks?
My boyfriend said you did.
Your boyfriend said... Your boyfriend, oh yeah, he was an innocent party in it, weren't you, mate?
For instance, do you give my drinks to the comedian? No. Are you sure?
That is the most... I tell you what, a lot of you who are in couples here probably will never have that line of interrogation. Did you give our drinks to the comedian? No, are you sure? I haven't got them. I wonder... It's a good question. Did you have them when you came in?
I believe from my boyfriend, you might have them, but he might be lying.
Your boyfriend
Yes,
is
he's not
a liar by the sound of things. This young lady had a good suggestion.
When did you last see them?
When did you last see them? Working as a team here, am I right? When did you last see them?
My boyfriend had them.
The boyfriend, oh, someone's the main suspect now, isn't
I've already drunk them, you're never having them back.
Bloody hell, that's That is out of order, mate. I have got them here, don't worry, I'll give them to you when I come off stage, it's fine. It's fine. I'll get to introduce Johnny now, who's your musical actor for the night. He's a fantastic musician, obviously you've missed being in the band. I'll tell you what happened to Graham after the band split up, actually. Once we split up, I obviously started doing comedy and enjoyed it very much. And Graham went travelling around the world, and he went to Australia for a year. And while he was there, he worked in Chinatown. And he felt really, I know I've now got the mic stand issue. Basically, I watch people fall for certain traps and I go, ha ha ha, and then I walk in and do the same. I end up in loads of cardboard boxes, really cramped. Just me and one other guy going, I can't believe you fell for the old chocolate bar under the box, popped up with a stick routine. I had to lift the box up again to get in here. Graham went travelling, and when he was living in Australia, he said he felt really some days he just felt really horrible and isolated and alone. And he used to share this flat with a load of girls from Korea. And one night he came back from work, he'd had a really bad day, he was in his room sulking. One of the girls came in and said, Graham, what's the matter? He said, well, since I've been travelling, I thought the whole world would just open up to me and everything just seemed so much more limitless and the possibilities would just multiply. But as it is, I feel more claustrophobic than I've ever felt before in my life. I miss all my friends back home. James is hilarious. I just want to be around something familiar. And the truth is, I just feel so alone. And apparently when he said this to her, she just put her hand on his shoulder and she said, when you are sad, you look like Jim Carrey. You've had a pleasure to talk to. Yours are. Thank you very much. And I'm now going to introduce to you a fantastic musician. So please welcome, with 10 times the amount of applause you gave to me, the wonderful Pictures Trail.